report that Luka signing an extension is not a guarantee. Predictably, obviously, Luka denied that report during his press conference. But do you believe that the Lakers are taking a risk here trading for Luka?
I don't. The reason I don't think there's a risk here, and the first thing I'm gonna say is LA.
Of course.
It's LA, it's the beach. People don't typically leave the Lakers unless they ask to leave.
Right.
All of our star players that we have, Dwight Howard he was weird, so he decided to leave. But we did everything we could to keep him. He was the one dude that made the decision to leave. Even when Kobe threatened us at the level, I'm out, he wasn't leaving LA, he was just going across the street to the Clippers, right? That was the deal. But in the end, Dr. Buss and company figured all that out. So I don't think that that's one piece of it. Secondly, his agent, in Bill Duffy, is like one of the godfathers of the NBA agent business. He knows what the deal is. He ain't trying to have his star player messing around somewhere in a whole nother city. He's royalty as it stands right now. He's royalty to the Lakers.
Yeah.
So you don't want to upset that apple cart. I know he's going to lose a lot of money, much like you said.
$100 million.
Paul kind of brought me up to speed, not just $100 million. Then you start talking about taxes and all that. They'll figure that out, I'm sure. But like you said, the conditioning side of things, if LeBron is still here as a Laker, I'm sure he'll file suit, bring him with him and say, hey, man, follow me. This is how you get it done. Even though Luka has his own, which is pretty funny. He hired his own entire physical therapy training, all of that strength and conditioning coach. He brought them all over, and they still complain about his work ethic. And he got all them dudes. Mm-hmm. He got like a whole team, and they still saying, he look the same, man.
This is a huge risk, huge reward, but the Lakers organization has always been risk takers. You draft a high school kid in Kobe Bryant, and look what he's become. But the big risk here is if Luka doesn't sign the extension this summer and then plays out his contract and doesn't sign with the Lakers, this would have been all for nothing. And decides, hey, guys, I've had a couple years in LA. I don't like the vibe here. I'm gonna take my talent somewhere else.
Yeah,
so that's the risk.
It is. Don't allow me to minimize it. It is a risk.
Right.
Everything's a risk. Yeah. There's always a risk to something. But there's a big but there. You just don't leave the 17 trophies, the LA fam. It's just
But
don't.
you gotta remember, he's not an American player.
I get all of that.
It's a different culture.
This is an international state, city. It's just different. It's totally different. And I get it, Paul. We have these conversations all the time about guys that come and go from different teams.
Sometimes some cities are too big for some people.
Now, I think he want to be here. First thing he mentions is we got a beach.